This is TNA, top-notch audio. Get ready for some laughs as we introduce you to some stories from r/slash idontworkherelady. And this story is posted by u/slash pdx cranberry. I'll poop wherever I like. My buddy was taking me out to a fancy French restaurant as a treat, and I was pretty gussied up. I really enjoy getting dolled up and wearing a beautiful dress to enjoy a wonderful meal. However, the city in which I live, Portland, Oregon, has a reputation for diners dressing down even in fine dining restaurants. It's a running joke among locals. You'll go into a restaurant where a couple will easily drop a couple hundred on one meal, and over half the room are wearing hiking clothes or yoga pants. I only mention this because the staff tends to be better dressed than the clientele. I was wearing all black with my hair in an elaborate updo and chandelier earrings. I think all black is what started everything. This particular restaurant has a well known and frankly downright foxy chef who typically works at a station expoing and plating where everybody can see him. It's also near the door to the only washroom in the server station. It's a huge restaurant, and with only one washroom, there was a bit of a line. I waited and waited, and at one point, I think the chef and I exchanged a few pleasantries. When I was next in line, a middle aged man in a Portland issue plaid button up and jeans got in line behind me. He had cranky energy and was shifting from foot to foot. It didn't seem like he had to go badly, just that he was impatient. I had been waiting much, much longer than him and found his constant sighing and scoffing irritating. When it was my turn, I reached for the door only to have this awful man push in front of me and nearly knock me over, shoving himself into the open door. I was so taken aback I just sort of froze and said, "Excuse me, I was next," which is when he wheeled around and started yelling about how he wasn't about to wait while some waitress changed her tampon, and then yelled at the chef that he should have a staff bathroom because it's disgusting that the staff use the same bathroom as guests, and implied he might not pay for his meal because of it. I stood there in absolute shock and a full bladder while this man took care of his business, clearly taking his sweet time out of spite, maybe. Something about his personality made me think he hadn't taken a normal shite in years. The chef apologized to me, and a waiter who had been at the service station commiserated. I decided, F it. I don't work here, but even if I did, there is no reason to be treated like I'm not a human. Seriously, dude? You're wearing muddy Teva sandals and suddenly acting like we're in effing Downton Abbey? When he came out, I used my entire body to block his path out of the bathroom and gave him a stern but quiet lecture about how A, I actually wasn't an employee, and B, there is nothing wrong with sharing the bathroom with the staff, and told him that he had ruined what should have been a special night out. Again, this all happened in full view of the entire kitchen staff and several members of the wait staff. I hadn't realized it at the time, but this jerk was actually seated directly next to my friend on the banquet. His female dining companion was sitting next to me. I had been gone easily 20 minutes, and my friend was confused and annoyed. I figured at that point I had nothing to lose, so I loudly explained what happened while gesturing to the awful man and making pointed eye contact with the woman. The man looked furious, and the woman just silently glared at him. After a few minutes, the waiter wordlessly dropped their check. They were mid-meal and hadn't been offered dessert. It was clearly a very pointed but polite "F you, get out" from the staff after his rant. They paid without incident, and as they got up to leave, he tried to put his hand on her shoulder, only to have her jerk away and say, "Don't touch me." TFW, you realize your partner is a complete jackass who got you thrown out of a restaurant for screaming about tampons. We got a cheese plate and glasses of sparkling rosé as a gift from the restaurant. Cheers. And this next story is a short story about a case of mistaken identity posted by u/wovenfire86. The title of it, "That Time I Was the Only White Guy at an All-Black Wedding and the Mother of the Bride Thought I Was a Waiter." My good friend got married last year and invited me to his wedding. I put on a nice suit on, black tie, shined shoes, all that jazz. I didn't realize I was the only white guy there until the ceremony ended. I went, "Huh?" and thought nothing of it. At the after party, I also didn't realize the waiters were dressed exactly like me. White shirt, black tie, shine shoes. I'm walking around, and a nice older lady, who would turn out to be the mother of the bride, approached me as I passed her table. She needed an extra seat for her table. Her, excuse me, can we move this chair over here? Me, yeah, go ahead. Her, do you think that will inconvenience the other table? Me, I mean, that sounds like that's the other table's problem. Yes, I really said this. Her, all right. Are there extra chairs in the back? Me, probably. I mean, they know there is a wedding going on, so I think it'll be okay. Her, oh, okay. Well, thank you. Me, internally. That was weird. Later, I had to go to that same table to drop off my portion of the wedding purse, and that nice lady was there with her sister. Me, hello again. Her, oh, hi, great timing. Do you know when we'll be eating? Me, no, but I can't wait. Wedding food is the best, isn't it? Her, somewhat annoyed. Well, with what we're paying for this, I'd imagine it would be. Me, and thank you very much for paying for it. Really, I'm so happy to be here. Her, me, um, so is this where we leave the wedding gifts? Her, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You don't work here. Me, what? 2 seconds later, a waiter dressed like me walks by. I understand. We all had a good laugh about it. And this story is titled, She Wanted to Speak to My Manager, so I called the person who manages my life. This happened yesterday. I was in Canadian Tire. For all of you non-Canadians, it's like a mix between a Walmart, a Home Depot, a Bass Pro Shops, and an auto shop. I was wearing jeans and an old red polo shirt. The employees there wear black pants and a red polo with a triangle and maple leaf logo on the chest. I was getting wipers for my car because mine aren't clearing the rain off my window anymore. It's a riveting story. They have this touchscreen thing there where you select the vehicle and it tells you the specific sizes you need for each wiper and brand. I was fiddling with the screen and going through the different sizes and makes of wipers and reading reviews on each one. I research everything before I buy it. Drives my wife crazy. I hear someone behind me say, "Excuse me." I think she wants to use the screen to figure out what wiper to buy, so I move to the section that has the wiper brand I'm interested in and start looking for the size I need. My assumption was wrong. She followed me to where I was now poking through the very badly stocked wipers. From now on, I'll be me, and she'll be the douche canoe, which I'll shorten to DC. DC, why did you walk away from me? That's very rude. I didn't even know she was talking to me at this point, so I kept looking at wipers. DC, this is unbelievable. I'm talking to you. I finally click in that I'm the one she's talking to. So I stupidly turn to face her while gripping a 28-inch wiper like a toddler holds a crayon. Me? You talking to me? DC, yeah, you. I need to know what size wiper to get for my Mercedes. Me, that's what the screen is for. I said as I gestured towards it with the wiper in my hand and go back to searching for the second elusive 28-incher. DC, you are terrible at your job. This isn't proper customer service, she said, all huffy. Me, I don't work here. I'm going to go back to this now. DC, I want to speak to your manager right now. This isn't how you treat customers. Ignoring me and refusing to help me? It's disgraceful. At this point, she kind of stumps off, but only a few aisles away, and the aisles in the automotive department aren't full height ones. They are like chest height, so you can see right across the whole department. She just does a few laps of the aisles around where I am. She's looking all over the place for a manager, but not going far, I think, so she doesn't lose sight of me. Me, still don't work here, so going to be hard to find that manager, and you're not listening to me, okay? I say to her and trail off as she's obviously not caring at all. I'll go back to my wipers. While she's on her walk, I find my wiper and start to head towards the checkouts. She chases me down and gets in front of me, trying to stop my escape before a manager gets there. DC, no, you're not allowed to leave until I speak to your manager about you. I've had enough of this buffoon. I pull out my phone and call my manager. I'm self-employed, so I call the one person in my life who could reasonably be called my manager, the wife, henceforth referred to as boss. Me, I'll call her for you. You aren't going to be able to find her here. I put it on speakerphone so the crazy lady can hear. As the phone rings, she's giving me this superior smirk like I'm about to get my butt chewed out. Me, hey, how's the trip going? She's on the business trip. Boss, great. Been having some excellent meetings with the L3s, VP level people. What's up? Me, picking up some wipers. Boss, and you're so jazzed about them that you needed to call me in the middle of the day? DC is getting really frustrated at this point. I'm obviously not getting to the me getting fired fast enough for her. Me, nope. Got a lady here at Canadian Tire who wants to talk to my manager. I kind of thought you're the closest thing to that. Want to talk to her? Boss, what the hell, Lab TC? Am I on speakerphone? Me, oh yeah, the crazy lady can hear you. How else is she supposed to talk to my manager? Say hi to the crazy lady. DC is finally starting to realize that I don't have a store logo on my shirt and that maybe I'm not an employee. Boss, you're such a jackbutt. I'm sorry, ma'am. My husband is an idiot, but he doesn't work there. I start to laugh at this point. Me, it's cool, hun. She seems kind of slow or something. She probably doesn't realize I'm laughing at her. I say through my laughter while DC makes some kind of appalled noise from the back of her throat and stalks off. I manage to get my wipers and leave the store after that without any further incident. My wife thinks I was mean to her. I say I was fighting stupidity with dumbassery. This has been TNA Top Notch Audio. 3 fantastic stories. Glad I had a chance to share these with you. Definitely comment, like, subscribe for sure, and have yourselves an amazing day.